All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. So, when was the last time I did a stream? I don't remember. It's been like a week or two. I don't remember. Hey, what's up, Joshua? Hey, what's up, Tonic? Welcome. Looks like you're the first ones here. Hello, Carmelo. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, you know, I wanted to do a stream sometime recently anyway, so I figured, well, why not now? I was kind of in the mood to, I guess. I checked out Adam Gautier's other band, Santa Sonia, Not Bad, and they got a new album coming out. Yeah, I know that Santa Sonia does have new music coming out. That is a band that I should look into, since I do like early 3 Days Grace. Hello, I'm over 114k subs. Should I stream? Maybe. I mean, I'm over 114k subs as well. Maybe. Why did you got into Korn? What do you mean? Yeah, I did get into Korn this year. About time, right? And they're a band that I've always liked what I've heard from. Like, even back when the Nothing came out, I thought, yeah, this is pretty good, you know? Like, I thought, yeah, this is probably a band that I could see myself getting into. So, yeah. But yeah, Korn's a great band. Hey, what's going on, Alex? I'm excited for the new Breaking Benjamin album. Yeah, me too. Who knows when it's supposed to come out, though? Probably 2023, if I had to guess. Which is crazy, man, because that'll be a 5-year difference between Ember and the next album. Our YouTube channels are twins. We have the same amount of fans. Awesome. Oh, hope you're getting to Korn way more now. Yeah, I definitely am. I know, you know, the metal gatekeepers might want to say, oh, you know, you're this far in your metal journey and you're just now checking out Korn. Huh, you should be into, you know, this underground band from Finland who has like 361 subs on their YouTube page that has a band name that you can't pronounce. I mean, you know how it is. I mean, it's, I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm cool with the metal guys here on YouTube, but I can tell that I'm not, like, on their level, I guess. So the new 3 Days Grace album was $35 at your Walmart. You said no. But why the crap was it $35? Yeah, that's ridiculous. I think I got mine for like... I need to get the charger. I should have done this sooner. But okay. But yeah, $35. No way. Why do you and Andrew have the same amount of supporters? And I don't know, it's so unfair. Well, I don't know what to tell you, SJW. I prefer Adam Gontier era. Yeah, I do as well. I mean, if you guys haven't seen... It's right over here. I did get a copy of Explosions. So yeah, wanted to have it for the collection. And it's not all bad either. It's got some good songs on it. I have no idea why it's such a ripoff. I asked him why price is so high. He said, I don't give it. Wow. Yeah, I don't know if I believe that, but okay. Hey, what's up, Ridge? I am a little hyped over the new Breaking Benjamin album. Yeah, for sure. It's probably not going to be out for a while, though, if I were to guess. I mean, it's probably not going to be out till, like, spring of next year or something. I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, it could come out, like, this winter or something. I don't know. We'll see. Breaking my ears. My brother likes them a lot. Plays drums and loves them. I don't like it. Yeah. Wow. Is it just me, or did Champion sound like a Imagine Dragons ripoff? Never really listened to it and thought that. That is an interesting take, though. But yeah. If you guys haven't seen, I am finally working on a new series. The next one to come. More details about that in June. I'll just say that. So Todd's wife posted about abortion on this, saying abortion is more important than having. Well, it's great to know that his wife's, you know, a wacko too. Redemption grew on me. It's between it and Scars Born. Yeah, those are good songs. Redemption's a little different, I think, but it's not bad. Todd. Oh, Todd is the lead singer of Queensryche. At this point, I'm not checking out the new Queensryche. Ugh, I'm not far behind you. I mean, I'm all for separating the art from the artist. I typically know how to do that, but, you know, if Todd's... he just keeps going full SJW on social media. I am hyped for the new Megadeth album that still has yet to even hint at its first single. Yeah, well, they said it's supposed to come out in August. So if it's going to come out in August, then we should hear something at this point. At least the first single. Hey, what's going on? Sedition through Scorns. Isaac, how goes it? Nice to see you getting into Korn. Got a favorite album of theirs so far? Yeah. My favorite Korn album. So far, it's probably Follow the Leader. Follow the Leader and the debut, probably. If he said he was really liberal, fans would cancel him and burn their CDs. Yeah, you ain't kidding there. Hello, Chris. Welcome. Isn't Corey Taylor SJW too? I think he is. Did you see In Flames and Megadeth together? I know that they were touring together, but I unfortunately did not go. Todd is Todd is my hero. I want to marry him. Yeah. You said earlier you hate metal music. How can you know who Todd is, buddy? Yeah. For real. I really don't like Todd Latour. I like Jeff Tate a lot. Yeah, Jeff Tate. Well, Jeff Tate, I think overall is a better vocalist. You know, if we're talking about the classic era of Queensryche, then yeah, Jeff Tate is definitely better. But the late 2000s, early 2010s era of Queensryche, his vocals were not that great. You've got 28 subs on your gaming channel. Oh, that's cool. Do you listen to Linkin Park and have a favorite Linkin Park song? Yes, I do listen to Linkin Park. I've been a Linkin Park fan for... It's got to be at least 10 years at this point. I don't really... Should I have a favorite song of theirs? I'll go with Breaking the Habit. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. So who do you want to be featured on the new Breaking Benjamin record? That is a good question. I wouldn't mind seeing Michael Barnes feature again, because I know he featured on Aurora. Ryan Clark from Demon Hunter, maybe? I don't know, it'd be kind of interesting to see how that would work. Maybe Howard Jones from Killswitch Engage. Matt Heafy. I don't know, those are just a few that I can think of. Went with an open mind seeing the new Doctor Strange, and surprisingly enough, I liked it much more than I expected. If not better than the first film. I agree with you, Sedition. I actually like the film. I don't understand why people are saying it's one of the worst Marvel films. I mean, yeah, it is woke, you know, at least with some sections of the movie, but I mean, you can't put that aside and just appreciate the movie for what it is, you know? I mean, it does have obviously some things that I don't agree with, but so what, you know? I think for what it was a really good movie. I was actually just listening to Queensryche's first EP. That's cool. Yeah, I think their self-titled EP is probably one of the best things they've ever done. Like, if we were going to count that as, like... If we were going to put that, like, on par with their studio albums, it's probably one of their best work. Probably not as good as The Warning or Operation Mindcrime, but it's probably my third favorite release from the band, if not the fourth. Because I also have to think about Empire and Promised Land as well, which are also great. Promised Land is probably Queensryche's most underrated album, in my opinion. New metal band, Linkin Corn. I heard a guy who compared Demon Hunter to Disturbed. What do you think of that? I can see it in the cleans. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can see it. I mean, I know that Demon Hunter is influenced by nu metal, but yeah, maybe that's where they're coming from with that. My favorite album by Linkin Park is Meteora. Tends to be for many of their fans. Yeah, it's my favorite as well. What up? Hey, how's it going? Prison Metaler, welcome. So recently, Listened to Senjutsu again for the first time in a week. Yeah, you were saying that on Facebook, and I pretty much agree. Yeah, Senjutsu hasn't really held up that well, to be honest. I mean, it's a good album, but I don't know. It just... I do think that Brave New World was probably... I mean, that was easily the best thing that they've done in years. I think that's their best album since Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. And you know, when it comes to Iron Maiden's modern era, I don't think that they'll ever make an album as good as Brave New World again. I would like to see Coldplay and Breaking Benjamin to make a song together. That'd make an interesting collaboration. Not sure how that would work, though. Aaron Lewis on a Breaking Benjamin album. You prefer Hybrid Theory? Fair enough. Yeah, Hybrid Theory is actually a very close second for me. Good evening, Zach. Hope all is going well for you. Yeah, things are going all right with me. Be mindful and wise. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Hopefully all is well with you as well. Hello, says Max Palmer. Hello, Max, and welcome to the stream. Nice Trivium poster. And so Shogun Pressure, which I think is their best album. I agree. I think it is their best album. Even after In the Court of the Dragon, I think it's their best. And The Court of the Dragon is actually one of my favorite Trivium albums. It's actually maybe my third favorite now. Either third or fourth favorite. I don't know. Hey, what's going on, Liam? I think I remember you from one of Fabio's streams, if I'm not mistaken. And you're from Australia. That's cool. Woke is a disease. But I respect your opinion. Yeah, fair enough. Godsmack might retire after 2023. Interesting. Senjutsu is good. I just wish it wasn't so long. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why Iron Maiden feels like they need to do double albums. I really don't. I mean, remember back in the 80s? Well, remember back in the 80s. I wasn't even born in the 80s. But you know what I mean. Like, Iron Maiden's 80s stuff, like, you know how, like, those albums had, like, only 8 songs on them? And then the closing track was, like, an epic 10-plus minute song or something? I'm mainly referring to Rime of the Ancient Mariner from Power Slave, but yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind them doing stuff like that again, you know? I wanted to like Doctor Strange because I love Sam Raimi. Yeah. Yeah, Sam Raimi's a great director. I started listening to Deftones again. That's cool. I hate it when Iron Maiden makes a double album. Not only that, but the songs are really long. True. Very true. Who do you think is more popular? Skillet, Breaking Benjamin, or 3 Days Grace at the moment? I would say either 3 Days Grace or Skillet. And maybe that has a lot to do with the fact that both of them released an album this year. But yeah, surprise, surprise, Breaking Benjamin is not as popular at the moment. Now, they still are popular, obviously, but yeah. Speaking of Iron Maiden, I just got Dance of Death and A Matter of Life and Death on CD recently. Very cool. Dance of Death, I think, is an underrated album. Maybe one of Maiden's most underrated, actually. A Matter of Life and Death is actually one of my least favorite Iron Maiden albums, but it's got its moments. It does. For the Greater Good of God is a really good song from that album, though. That is something I will say. I need to check out Voivod, Testament, Overkill, and Death Angel. Yes, you should. All great bands. I just hope Maiden will make at least one more album that's under an hour long. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if Senjutsu will be their send-off album. Like, you know? Because I know a lot of people were saying that, oh, this is going to be the last Iron Maiden album. And, you know, they've been saying this since Final Frontier. They've been saying this is going to be the last Maiden album. And then Book of Souls comes out, oh no, this is going to be the last Iron Maiden album. And now, of course, people are saying that about Senjutsu. But I don't know, it's possible. Minutes to Midnight is my favorite Linkin Park album. That's cool. It's actually my third favorite. I think it's a good album, though. Kind of underrated, too. Seems like 2022 is basically 2020, and 2021 makes me uninspired. Yeah, I mean, I can see where you're coming from with that. Yeah, you know, ever since, you know, everything that's happened in 2020, it really does seem like everything is just gloom and doom, you know? I will say that I do think that 2022 by far for me has been better than 2021. So I think things are starting to light up a little bit, you know? I think the world is slowly but surely getting a little bit better. But, you know, my thing with that is, like, you know, we're not getting any younger, and, you know, I have goals I want to achieve and stuff, so, yeah. But I see where you're coming from, for sure. And The Court of the Dragon is still at number 2 for me. Interesting. Did you hear what happened with As I Lay Dying? What happened? Is it something recent, like within this year? Because I'm not sure what you're talking about. So I also saw you got into Voivod. What do you think of their later material compared to the first couple of albums? Or first handful, Thrash, and their later shifted to a more proggy, heavy style of metal. Yeah, they're an interesting band. I really dig them a lot, actually. Nothing Face is still probably my favorite of theirs. So, yeah. Yeah, Voivod's a good band. And I like their later stuff. Actually, their last album is... It could be album of the year, actually. I think it's really good. But yeah, my 3 favorite albums of the year so far would have to be Voivod's Synchro Anarchy, Requiem by Korn, and Explosions by 3 Days Grace, which, again, I think is only a decent album, so it's probably not going to be number 1, but it'll probably be on the end of the year list. And then we have Demon Hunter coming out with an album soon. I mean, that should be coming out, like, really soon, actually. You just gotta wait for an announcement and stuff. Yes, it was from Fabio Streams. You're indeed from Australia. So how are you doing? I'm doing okay. How are you doing, Liam? So how would you rank Tool's albums now? Very good question. Probably Fear Inoculum last. Either last or second to last. I don't know. My least favorite goes back and forth between Fear Inoculum and 10,000 Days. So those two would be last. Then Undertow, lateralis, and then anima at the top. It's kind of always been that way for me. That's because a CD can't be over 80 minutes, so they made it to 2 discs. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Who is Janek? They're recently interview saying Senjutsu blows away Seventh Son. Oh my gosh. No. Absolutely not. Not even close. Do you still like metalcore? Yeah. Yeah, sometimes. I mean, I haven't gotten into any bands in metalcore recently, but, you know, I still listen to the bands that I do like. That is absurd, yeah. I honestly think Breaking Benjamin would have been as famous as Metallica if it wasn't for decade-long hiatus. I mean, that's like 3 albums worth of stuff. Well, at least 1, for sure. I believe I've made a prediction. Well, not really a prediction, but, you know, because obviously it's happened already. But more so of a theory that if Breaking Benjamin didn't go on hiatus, I actually theorized that they would have released an album in 2012. That's my take anyways. Maybe even 2011, but in 2011 they had a compilation album come out. But I guess they could have released both. I don't know. I haven't come back to to Explosions in a while. Yeah. I mean, it's a good album, but yeah, it's definitely not one of 3 Days Grace's best. So Zach, what's your favorite movies and TV shows? Well, I like most of the Marvel films, you know, especially Spider-Man. Huge Spider-Man fan, alright? Those gotta be my favorites. What else? Well, I do like the Avengers films. Doctor Strange, I like both those movies. For shows, I'd probably go with Squid Game and Drake and Josh. Now, I know Squid Game is it's like a Netflix series. Actually, I think it is a Netflix series, so yeah. But yeah. Is In Flames going to release a new album? And will you be excited if so? I actually heard In Flames is working on a new album. I'll check it out, but we'll see how it turns out. I think, yeah, Metal, Ashley Wars. Yeah, true. 2021 was my darkest time, so much family drama. Really, Ridge, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, 2021 for me has been horrible. It's definitely been one of the worst years for me. Like, I think it was even worse than 2020. Hey bro, how's it going? Hey, how's it going, Angel? And I do see that we have 18 viewers here, which is quite surprising. Thank you guys for joining, by the way. I've been doing good, thank you. And how well do you know Fabio? Well, I just know Fabio because he's commented on my videos before, and then I later decided to check out his videos, and I'm like, oh, I'll subscribe. Because, you know, I do join his streams sometimes. You know, he's a pretty cool guy. I actually might see him at the Metallica concert as well, because I think he said he was going to that, and he lives pretty close to me, I think. If you were to meet a famous celebrity for 24 hours in the music and movie industry, who would you like to hang out with and why? I don't know. I couldn't tell you because I never really had a musician, celebrity or whatever and thought, yeah, I'd like to, hang out with them. So yeah, I don't know how to answer that question. I thought 3 Days Grace's newest was disappointing to me. They haven't made a good album since Transit of Venus. Yeah. And see, I thought that album was one of their weakest. 3 Days Grace's self-titled debut album is great. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not my favorite, but I do like it. Anyone remember the song Faint by Linkin Park? I remember the song Somewhere I Belong. Yes, we all remember that song. If you're a Linkin Park fan, of course. 3 Days Grace's debut is great, but 1X to me is their best. Yeah, I agree with you. Be mindful and wise. 1X is easily their best. I like all the songs on it too, except for the title track. I think the title track is maybe one of the worst 3 Days Grace songs with Adam, in my opinion. I don't know if I'm excited for a new Red album after the last one they did. I got mixed feelings. Yeah. I totally understand, too. Well, hopefully they learn from Declaration. I mean, obviously I am looking forward to it because, I'm still a Red fan and I'll check it out and stuff. I think In Flames should retire. Yeah. Honestly, I do think that they should just let it go after this next album. This should be their send-off album. I think, anyways. Are you a fan of White Zombie? I am not. Do you think Undertow is one of Tool's best albums? Well, it's my third favorite, so... And they only have 5 albums, so... Maybe. I mean, I guess it depends on how you view it, I guess. That's cool. And who's your favorite Spider-Man? Honestly, I don't really have a favorite. A few years ago, if you were to ask me, I would have said Tobey Maguire, but I think that had a lot to do with just nostalgia. Nowadays, I don't really have a favorite. Because I like all 3 of them. You think As I Lay Dying might be done for good? Aw, really? I hope not. Man. So they just came back with 1 album and then that's it? Like, really? I know they lost a band member too, so I wonder if that has something to do with it. Hi, hey, what's going on, Ryan DT? Welcome to the stream. Ruthless Metal, what's going on? Hey, what's going on with you, Ruthless Metal? If you guys are not subscribed to Ruthless Metal already, you should. Really great channel. I got into an altercation with Metal Meltdown on TikTok because of one of my videos. Wait, really? How'd that happen? Oh, is Ryan DT also from Fabio's streams. I'm just wondering because it seems like Liam knows. Oh, maybe he's just greeting him or something. Would you say Here We Are is better than You? I know most rank both at the bottom, but above You Fight Me. I actually like the song You. Here We Are is decent. You Fight Me is my least favorite of the three, though. Hey, Zach. Man, I'm still wired from that yig. Oh, hey, Dalvin. Yeah, I'm sure. 1X is still my favorite 3 Days Grace album. Yeah, it's still mine as well. What's your favorite Obituary album? Definitely... Oh, what's that album? It just lost me. Cause of Death. That's what it is. I like everything that I've heard from Obituary, though. But Cause of Death has to be my favorite. But I also love albums like The End Complete, Slowly We Rot, and even the more underrated stuff like Executioner's Return and stuff. Hey, what's going on, Steven Truth Seeker? Does anyone remember Story of the Year? No. I like Rob Zombie more than White Zombie. Did you see, I think it was released as Ronan Arkwell Breaking Benjamin called the chart topping Huge Rock? I don't think I have seen that. You would easily say Tobey Maguire. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, there's really no wrong answers, you know. MCR is making new music. Core members are leaving as I lay dying. Ooh. I have no clue about the bands you guys are talking about. Haha, I'm more into the Stone Age metal. Hey, that's totally fine, Ruthless Metal. I mean, I like everything, you know. I like newer stuff. Well, 2000s newer. I'm not really into, like, new stuff. Like, 2000s music is about as recent as I'll go. Not really anything beyond that, though. For me, all the bands I like are either go as far as back as the late 1960s to the 2000s. So, there you have it. As I Lay Dying lost 2 members since reforming. Oh man. I mean, I know they lost 1, but I didn't know they lost 2. That's interesting. I'm very new to you. I only subscribed to you because you responded to one of my comments in one of Fabio's live streams. Hey, well, that's cool. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah, I thought your name looked familiar. I was like, yeah, he's probably in one of, he's probably been in Fabio's streams. That's cool, though. I still love An Ocean Between Us. That's their best album by As I Lay Dying, and one of my favorite records when getting into heavier stuff. Yeah, An Ocean Between Us is my favorite as well, from As I Lay Dying. Thanks, boss. Not much is going on here. I hear ya. Yes. Okay, then. Also had the best Spider-Man suit. You know, I actually really like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man suit. Not from the first one that he's in, but the second one. The one that he used in the sequel, and the one he also used in No Way Home, which I believe was the same one. Yeah. You have a new video dropping tonight or tomorrow? That's cool, Max. Yeah, I've been working on one as well. Um, my next video will actually be, well, it might be anyways. It might be bands that I like with annoying fan bases. I don't know. Seemed like a interesting video idea. Matt Heafy's black metal side project and the debut was amazing. Oh, I'll have to check that out. No, I've never listened to them. Ridge. Have you seen Spider-Man No Way Home, and what are your thoughts on it? What do you think of it? I think it's a good movie. I know I've actually seen some reviews saying that the only reason that it was good is because of, you know, returning characters. But, I thought it was a good film regardless. It's in the middle of the night in here in Sweden, but sleeping is for posers. Well, it's night here too, so I mean, I don't know what time it is where you are, but it's almost 9:30 here. Didn't you have a Fit for a King phase? Yeah, for like a month or two. And it was like in 2016, I think. You're welcome. Is Fabio this long-haired Italian dude? I think he is Italian, but no, he doesn't have long hair. That's funny. What do you think of Ram or For Life? I feel like I've heard of him. He's a YouTuber, right? Have you watched any of the sci-fi 1970s Doctor Who or Blake's TV series? I don't think I have. Impending Doom is probably the heaviest Christian metalcore band of all time. Probably. Yeah, Impending Doom's okay. I'm a casual YouTuber. I'm just getting accustomed to being a YouTuber so far. I only got 37 videos on my channel. I've only got 34 subscribers. Alright. Well, make sure you guys go subscribe to Ryan DT's channel. Give him some support so he grows on his channel. What are your thoughts on the Jurassic Park films? Okay, so a little hot take. I don't know. I don't even remember ever seeing a Jurassic Park film. So, sorry. I don't really have much say in that. Annoying fan base, Metallica. Yeah. Yeah. But they're not on the list, surprisingly. On my list, anyways. Ryan DT will get to 1,000 subs eventually, I meant. Oh, last year I didn't even, 2 years ago. It was only at 600. It will take time, but you will get there. Yeah, it took me some time to get to 1,000 as well. Like, I've been on YouTube for like 7 years, and I actually didn't reach 1,000 subs till like last year. Where is MJ? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. Oh, it's 324 there? Okay, and it's 926 here. Okay. And it's 624 where you're at, Ryan DT. Oh, wow. So we got, wow, all our time zones are different here. You know, Prison Metal her is saying 824. Interesting. Yeah, I live on the East Coast, so yeah. MJ, come on! It's 2:24 here in England. Oh, cool. 6:24 here in California. It's too late when I go to sleep, yeah. I agree with you, mate. Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man suit in The Amazing Spider-Man 2 look nice than the first movie. Yeah, for sure. I'm actually not crazy about his suit from the first movie. I mean, I'm glad that they fixed it in the sequel, though. Beautiful thumbnails are intriguing. Titles is the key to YouTube growth. Definitely take Ruthless Metal's advice, because he's doing pretty well for himself as well. I've been posting reactions to anime fights. Plus one reaction. Oh, that's cool. It's 8:30 p.m. where you are. Fabio is also a Power Rangers fan. Yeah, I think I knew that. I was never really big on Power Rangers. I mean, I don't mind it, but I don't know. I don't know why I was never into it. It took you 5 days to get to 1,000. Wow. Wow. And it took me over 5 years to get to 1,000. That's pretty cool, though. Not gonna lie. I didn't start posting videos until either last year or the year before that. My first video I posted was a Halloween video, yeah. That's cool. You live in Texas. Nice. Oh, okay, so he is a YouTuber. He's a fan of Rambo, Ninja Turtles. That's cool. Yes, I have seen Rambo and Ninja Turtles. But the classic Ninja Turtles. I haven't seen any of the new stuff. But yeah, Rambo is pretty cool. Live in Oregon. Sweden is an hour ahead of England. Okay. You're not really a fan of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man? That's fine. I didn't grow up with Power Rangers. Yeah, I didn't really either. Are you a fan of Stone Temple Pilots? I am not. But I have had thoughts about looking into them, though. There's only two... Because aren't they grunge? And there's only two grunge bands that I'm into. Of course, those being Alice in Chains and Soundgarden. Life is unfair, yeah. Yeah, for sure. MJ is behind you, Zach. Hi, MJ. He is? Yeah, he wants his Rush poster back. First stream in a while, cool. Yeah, it's been a bit. Who is standing behind you? Yeah. Joining the stream while sitting on my phone, sitting on the couch. Yeah. Cool stuff. And again, this is the first stream of yours I've been on, yay? Well, that's cool. Thanks for joining and thanks for the support. Did you know Chester Bennington was a member of Stone Temple Pilots for a short time? Even recorded an EP? Yeah, I think you were saying something about that. I think one of the last few times I streamed, you said something about that. Favorite year for rock and metal? Mine is early to mid 2000s. Yeah, I don't know what mine would be. Probably either 80s or 90s. Yeah, 80s and 90s are probably my favorite decades for music. 1990s for you. That's cool. Yeah. Red Hot Chili Peppers CD. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's a band that I thought about looking into as well. MJ said that I probably wouldn't like them, but we'll see. I mean, we'll see. You're not very good at picking favorites. That's all right. 1984 is probably my favorite metal year. Yeah, that's a very good choice. I mean, you had Voivod's debut album, Power Slave by Iron Maiden, Ride the Lightning by Metallica. Yeah, a lot of great stuff. Yeah, what was Voivod's debut? That was War and Pain. That's the album. You enjoyed the live-action Ninja Turtles movie? That's nice. What do you think of Tom Holland's Spider-Man suits? They're pretty cool. I don't really have an issue with them. Are thrash bands limited to only making fast-paced songs? I mean, usually, especially if you listen to bands like Overkill. But there's some bands like Death Angel where, you know, they have songs like A Room with a View, which is, you know, more melodic, you know. It's not super heavy or fast-paced or whatever. I don't necessarily have a favorite music genre, maybe classical. Yeah, that's cool. Did you listen to K-Rock radio stations back in the day? I have no idea what that is, to be honest with you. Stone Temple Pilots is a great band. I really enjoy the band's music, yeah. Who is he aside? Do you like the band Lost Prophets itself? No. Now, that's a band where you kind of think, yeah, kind of hard to separate the art from the artist there. Especially since the guy from that band is something else. Zach, you should check out Chester Bennington's other band, Grade A Solid Band. Yeah, I've heard of it. Don't they only have like one album out right now? Guitar solo or breakdowns? That's a good question. Probably guitar solos. Another movie review that is underrated called Natural Born. Robert Downey Jr. is in that movie. Interesting. War and Pain is a beast, yeah. Yeah, it's a good album. I really dig how raw it is and everything. The song with the band name itself is just really great. Definitely one of my favorites from that album. At the end of No Way Home, Peter makes himself a suit, and what do you think of it? I think it looks cool. The ending of No Way Home, what I kind of took from it, with his new suit is, I think he saw Toby and Andrew's suits and he's like, like I should make a suit like that, like just a standard suit, a Spider-Man suit like that. It's probably figured, hey, that's what I'll do. That's how I kind of take it anyways. Iron Maiden are good live? Yeah, they are. I mean, I've never seen them good live, but I have quite a few live Iron Maiden albums, and they're pretty good. So yeah, they are good live. You should definitely check out the first 5 Stone Temple Pilots albums. They are really good. Yeah, I might. I'm thinking about getting Metallica, the Black Album on CD one day. Yeah, you should get it. It's not that hard to come by either. You can find that pretty much anywhere, like Barnes and Noble or maybe even Walmart. Like even just standard shops like those. And if you can, try to get the deluxe edition. You know, the 3-disc version. The band known as Ghost sounds great, but the lyrics are limited to edgy satanic themes and it bothers me. Music is serious and meant to be serious. Yeah, that's true. My favorite era is the 90s when it comes to rock and metal. Yeah. 90s might also be my favorite as well. Either 90s or 80s, like I said. A few years ago, I probably would have said the 80s, but yeah. My favorite classical piece of music is anything by Mozart. Yeah. I mean, I don't listen to Mozart, but that's cool. I mean, definitely can't deny, you know, his impact and his influence and everything. But yeah, Ryan, we got to get you on the rock and metal train then, because, well, we talk about that a lot here, if you couldn't tell. Crazy how we're blaming on the dog. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Did you know there was going to be a Spider-Man 4, but it got canceled? Of course. I remember being so hyped for that movie back in, like, 2009, and then, like, it never came to be. But at that point, I was kind of over Spider-Man at that point. You know? Like, I was just like, nah. Because I don't know, I was the type of individual that, like, I don't know why I was like this, but it was like, I'm only allowed to like one thing, you know? I moved on to, you know, the Halo franchise, I guess. And because of that, it was like, well, done with Spider-Man then. Pretty ignorant on my part, if you ask me. I listened to Demon Hunter's acoustic album for the first time this year, and I enjoyed it. Really? So you passed it up the year it came out? I mean, they have a new album coming out soon, so yeah. Their acoustic album, it's good, but it doesn't hold up as well. I know you don't like Pink Floyd, but Pink Floyd, The Lost Animals is class. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely no denying the influence and impact Pink Floyd had on rock music and everything. Yo, hey, what's up, Mr. Immortal? Jeez. Got a lot of people here today. Good stuff. My favorite band's probably Bon Jovi. Interesting. Have you watched Star Wars, and which is your favorite? Okay, another hot take. I've never seen Star Wars. Yep, I said it. Most hated Metallica album, Saint Anger. What do you think? Well, yeah, it is. Saint Anger is not as bad as many fans say it is. I do prefer it to Lulu, which is the Metallica Lou Reed collaboration album. But if we weren't counting that, then yeah, Saint Anger would probably be their worst album. I like a few songs from Saint Anger. Yeah, I do too. Not gonna lie, I do. I mean, Frantic is okay. Unnamed Feeling is pretty good as well. I finally have every Metallica studio album. Nice. Yeah, it's always a good feeling when you know, collect the last album from that one band you need. Like, when you have every album from a band. As that rare kid who grew up in the 2000s, I vastly prefer listening to Mozart to Eminem. Yeah. Yeah, you know, where I went to school, rap music was a big deal. Like, that's what all the cool kids listen to. And I'm sure it's the same way with where you guys are from as well, but that's something that I remembered. Do you prefer Spider-Man with organic webbing or the web? Oh, yeah, for me it doesn't really matter. It's like take it or leave it type of deal. Hello, Kyle. Welcome to the stream. Would you react a song request live like you used to, or is that copy? Yeah, I don't think I would do that. Because I think I remember for a while that was actually why I couldn't stream. So yeah, I'm probably not going to do live reactions. Do you have favorite instrumental albums? Blue Man Group audio, maybe. Yeah, I don't really listen to instrumental albums. Maybe if they're soundtracks, but yeah, I don't even listen to soundtracks that often. Are you a fan of the band Camel? I kind of like Camel, yeah. They're a pretty good band. That's a band that I should look into more. They're a prog rock band, right? Whenever I go to Universal Studios, I want to go on The Amazing Adventures Spider-Man ride. Really? I didn't even know that was a thing. You should check out Limp Bizkit. Lots of new viewers here. Nice. Soon your channel will pick up the pace on growth again. I'm hoping, Andrew. I am hoping. Lulu is horrendous. Never again will I go back to it. Same. You've never seen Star Wars? Nope. Never seen it. Believe it or not. I mean, I've seen some scenes from it, but never watched a full-length Star Wars film. Yeah, I got all Breaking Benjamin's records, including I Won't Hop Out as a single. I don't got Dark Before Dawn yet. Yeah, we'll definitely get it if you're close to owning all the Breaking Benjamin albums. Still need 3 more albums from Death. Nice. I own all their albums too. What are your thoughts on the Batman movies? Batman's pretty cool. I mean, I haven't seen the latest one. I've heard great things about it though, so yeah, I might check it out sometime actually. Yeah, I mean, I might want to see that. If you ask me, the best rap song ever is... Oh, I've heard of Weird Al, yeah. Amish Paradise. The Spider-Man ride at Universal is fun. One of my favorites from there. Interesting. Oh, you've got a Camel album. Nice. Yeah, their albums I've noticed are not that easy to come across. But yeah, Camel seems like a good band. I think Sweet Amber is a good song. I also like Some Kind of Monster and The Unnamed Feeling from Saint Anger. Yeah, decent enough songs. You like punk hardcore bands? Not really. Juice WRLD is my favorite rapper of all time. Yeah, another hot take. I'm not into rap either. For those who didn't know that already. Joker was a good film. Yes, I have heard of Joker, and I've heard it was pretty good as well. Did you ever give Kansas a chance yet? I have not, to be honest with you. I still might, though, sometime soon. Yeah. I'm surprised MJ's not here. Then again, this is probably very early for his time, so not much else to say about that. But yeah, I actually might do a Marvel DVD collection sometime soon. Maybe even tonight. We'll see. I don't know. I actually might end off the stream fairly soon. I hope Breaking Benjamin go back to the sound of Saturate on the next album. Yeah, that'd be cool. Did you see someone commented on Breaking Benjamin's Instagram and got all likes? I didn't realize how conservative their audience was. Oh, that's good, I guess. Kansas. That's a US band from the 70s, 80s, right? It might be. I actually don't know much about Kansas, to be honest. Today I rediscovered the Iron Giant. One of my favorite movies from my childhood after remembering that scam. Has it a VHS of that? Oh yeah, Iron Giant. That is a movie from my childhood as well. You know, how they never made a sequel to that movie is honestly beyond me. And you know, it seems like it did fairly well. I mean, everyone seems to say good things about it, so you think, like, you know, people would want a sequel. I mean, it's definitely a classic. I believe it came out the year that I was born as well. Either it was the year I was born or shortly after. Not sure. Spider-Man Web Slingers ride at Disneyland. I went a couple months ago. That's cool. What's your opinion? The Batman? I don't really have an opinion because I haven't seen it. Not the new one anyways. Their 80s stuff is better than their 70s stuff? Is their 80s stuff like more commercial? Is it kind of like a Genesis situation where, you know, the 70s stuff is more proggy and complex and the 80s stuff is more like, I guess, accessible? Heard Times of Grace album. I have heard of Times of Grace, but I haven't checked out any of their music. Is that the band that is fronted by Jesse Leach, right? On Breaking Benjamin, I hope they go back to a Phobia sound. Yeah, that'd be cool. Have you been to Kansas? I have not. I'm surprised Scream isn't a more popular song by In Flames. It's like the definition of modern metalcore. Yeah. Maybe. It's a decent song, though. You should check out Motionless in White. Yeah, Motionless in White, I don't know. They're a little too edgy for me, I think. I might have to pass on that, Max. The Iron Giant came out in 1999. Okay. So yes, it's been a couple years after. 31 million. Wow. The box office. It's gained its audience through home video and stuff like that. Cool. Yeah, in the 80s, they went completely abandoned prog rock and went proto metal. Oh, okay. I remember you had a copy of Iron Giant, yeah. You left a like on the stream. Thank you, Max. Thank you very much. Flyleaf and Evanescence are good. Yeah, they're decent. I don't really have a problem with them. I am more familiar with Evanescence. Don't really know much about Flyleaf, though. I mean, obviously everyone knows the song Bring Me to Life, you know, but... Yeah, I mean, they're okay. I have the Flyleaf debut on CD and DVD somewhere. Who do you think Spirit Box should do better for a sophomore album? Probably more clean singing. Maybe. Yeah, probably that's, you know, less of the screams, I guess, because I'm not really a fan of the screams they did on that album, on their first album anyways. What is your favorite childhood TV show? Well, I grew up with, like, well, in my early childhood, I mostly watched Cartoon Network, and then in, like, I guess late elementary school, I mostly watched Nickelodeon. So, you know, maybe Jimmy Neutron. I'll go with Jimmy Neutron, I guess. I hate when 70s rock went commercial. Queen did that, so did Fleetwood Mac. A lot of others still sell out as well. Yeah, I mean, you know, people do like their accessible side, but... I mean, Genesis did the same thing. Rush kind of did to an extent, although I do feel like some of Rush's best albums were from the 80s, so... I have all of Flyleaf's albums, even though the self-titled and Memento were the ones I go back to every now and then. Nice. I heard Secret Garden when I heard She Scream. Other songs, I couldn't believe it. It was the same person, yeah. Yeah, I was surprised about that. Spirit Box should continue to expand their sound on their sophomore album. Yeah. I'm willing to give Spirit Box another chance. Jimmy Neutron is probably one of the better 2000s Nickelodeon shows. The 90s was the best time for Nicktoons. Interesting. But yeah. You should check out Rise Against. Oh, I don't know why I said Rise Against, but Rage Against the Machine, they were a great band. Yeah, I've heard good things. Loads of bands did something strange around 1980. Yeah. I agree that 90s and 2000s were Nickelodeon's best. It's just too bad. It's a movie type deal show, yeah. Got into them this year. Do you like Prince songs and his screams? not really. I'm not really a Prince fan. But yeah, since Max said he got into Rage Against the Machine this year, what are some bands that you guys got into so far this year in 2022? I can start. For me, it's been Korn, Voivod, Testament, Obituary, and I feel like there's more. Yeah, I feel like there's more. Let's see, Voivod, Testament. Crap. Oh, Sepultura. I did get into Sepultura this year as well. Almost forgot about them. Your mom's favorite band is Foreigner. Have you heard of them? I have heard of them, but I have not listened to their music. Cat. Oh, I do remember Cat Dog. Now that's an old show. Angry Beavers are great. Modern Life as well, and SpongeBob is probably, yeah. SpongeBob is, yeah. You can't go wrong with SpongeBob, especially the older episodes. I think after the early 2000s, that's when SpongeBob went downhill. Like maybe around 2006, 2007. That's when SpongeBob started going downhill. But the classic episodes, you can't go wrong with. Probably Make Them Suffer, although I listened to some in 2021. Okay. Impending Doom, when I heard Satanic Panic. Okay. That's good to know. The TV shows I grew up with were Thomas the Tank Engine and The Wiggles. There you go. Oh yeah, Aerosmith. Yeah, Aerosmith kind of sold out as well, you could say. Although Aerosmith's 80s stuff is actually not that bad. It's really not. My most recent find was Firehouse from playlist checking out. I'm gonna check more of their stuff out. Okay. I'm gonna get going, man. See ya during the next stream. Alright. See ya, Max. Thanks for joining. Checked out several bands this year, like Cult of Luna. Cool. You like all eras of SpongeBob, but the first 4 seasons are perfect, yeah. Modern SpongeBob hurts my eyes. It's like they got the brightest highlighter and Bart the Dude 1,000 times. Yeah. Yeah. I don't really know much about the newer SpongeBob episodes. Yeah. But Drake and Josh is probably my favorite TV show of all time when it comes to Nickelodeon. Toys in the Attic by Aerosmith is great. Yeah, it's a good album. It's actually not one of my favorites, though. I actually prefer the debut, Get Your Wings, and Rocks over that album, believe it or not. But it's still a good album, though. I actually didn't like this Squidward jokes as a little kid. I felt he was being harassed, but now it's funny. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that. Drake and Josh is good. Yeah, for sure. It's a funny show, too. Has anyone seen The Problem Solvers? It's with me. It looks gross. Probably one of the weirdest cartoon shows. Do you guys remember that one Nickelodeon show? It was like the weirdest show, and it like aired for maybe like 1 season, maybe 2. It was like Mr. Meaty or something like that. I don't know if that rings a bell. Yes, Mr. Meaty. Yes, Scamp. That's the show. Dude, that was like the weirdest. That was like the weirdest show ever. I've seen like 1 or 2 episodes of it, like when I was younger, and I was like, yeah, this is odd. Remember Olivia the Pig on Naked? I mean, I do remember Max and Ruby, yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised Scamp the Wolf knew which show I was talking about before I even said it. But yeah, I don't know what problem solvers are. What Kyle Keith was saying earlier. But yeah, dude, there's like so many Nickelodeon shows that like I haven't even heard about. Either like they've been around for too long or something. I don't know. Do you like the Bridget and Rain where it says like her to be a really good part of the song? It's alright. I don't think I will care for Korn's newer materials. Their latest album, Requiem, is extremely boring and probably their second worst album. Yeah, Requiem does have mixed reviews. I kind of like the album. I mean, it's not one of their best or anything. I mean, it's definitely a step down from the Nothing, but I still think it's good. We had strange TV shows here in England in the 1970s. Strange was the old normal. Oh, I'm sure. I'm thinking about doing a funny review on my problem with one of the VeggieTales episodes, the end of Sylvia's creepy. Yeah, you know what? That's another thing too. VeggieTales, like, I mean, say what you want about the old episodes of those, but some of those episodes were kind of creepy. I mean, maybe not so much the messages were, because, you know, obviously their messages are supposed to be, they're supposed to be, like, encouraging messages and stuff, but, like, I don't know if it's the animations or the atmosphere of them, of those old episodes, but they were kind of scary. Like, I even thought that when I was younger. Like, I don't know. It's strange. But yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that that end of Silliness was creepy or whatever. That's funny. Do you think In Flames should get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for inventing melodic death? Maybe. Well, if they're in the Hall of Fame for inventing melodic death metal, then so should Dark Tranquillity and At the Gates. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure At the Gates has been out longer than In Flames. So is Dark Tranquillity, come to think of it. I think, anyways. What's funny is VeggieTales came out before Toy Story. Oh, it did. Yeah. VeggieTales came out in 1990, didn't it? Like the first episode or something. I grew up with Thomas because I like trains and have a collection of everything. Oh, that's cool. I think Serenity of Suffering beats the Nothing in Requiem. Interesting. VeggieTales innovated CGI. Yeah. Atmosphere, yeah, maybe. I never cared about Thomas the Tank Engine that much. Not even when I was in preschool. Yeah, neither did I. But it isn't bad, yeah. I love the new band, but I don't think modern Breaking Benjamin can with his instrumentals. Yeah, you know, the new lineup is okay, but there's something missing in Breaking Benjamin's sound that they're just missing, you know? There's just something about those first 4 Breaking Benjamin albums that they're just missing in their later stuff. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just nostalgia or what. Or if that type of music is just harder to appreciate for me. I'm not sure. Do you like South Park? Not really. Sorry. I've heard that Fabio has this video called Show Shining Time Station, which is an American version of Thomas. Have you heard of it? I have not. Yeah, I have not. But hey, I should be closing off this stream pretty soon, so. Yeah, I've been going for over an hour now, so. Yeah, an hour and like 20 minutes or something like that, so. What's also funny is there's a major fan base of Thomas and Tank Engine. I know because I'm on DeviantArt and I see it a lot, yeah. I'm sure. Well, if you guys have any last things you'd like to say, now would be a good time. But yeah, you know, one of these days I will have to rank the Korn albums. But you know, I have to listen to them more. I think out of everything that I've heard so far, my least favorite would probably be the Untitled. But even then, I think that's a decent album. Do you watch any paranormal videos? I watch this one channel called the Top 15s. I don't know if you heard of it. Pretty popular channel, actually. But they cover that kind of stuff, like weirdest things caught on camera and stuff like that. You know, I don't know. That kind of stuff is fascinating. I think your least favorite is life Path of Totality. I actually just picked up that CD recently. Interesting. But yeah, yeah, I don't really watch a lot of it, you know. But I have to be really in the mood for it to watch scary stuff like that. That is their weakest, you know. Yeah, it's definitely not one of their best. But yeah, me and Fabio will have to do a collab sometime. Maybe even a collab stream. He's also not that far from me, I don't think. I know he's also from the same state as me, so maybe we can meet up and do a collab or something. That'd be cool. You spend hours watching that stuff. Interesting. I picked up Soulfly album at book yesterday. Cool. Have you ever watched Thomas Sack? No, I have not. Alright, you guys, well, I think that just about wraps it up. That just about wraps up the stream. I can also tell the view count of the stream is getting lower as well. I think that's a sign that I need to call it a night. Alright? So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. It's been a pretty cool stream, so yeah, thanks so much for joining. So have a good night.